guys? My name's Matt Langer. I'm the host of the Beast Coast podcast. This is episode 3. Welcome and thank you guys for tuning in. Of course, I have one of the most elite closers. Not to like boast your bubble per se, man, but you are an absolute dog, man. You got 17 on the month. Last month did the exact same thing. How are you, my man?
I'm blessed, man.
Awesome. Well, if you want to introduce yourself for the people living under a rock, I'm sure they'd love to know who you are, man.
No doubt. What's going on, everybody? Justin Sivells, here in Virginia. Out of the BB office. Man. Like, been with the company for about four and a half years now. Yeah, man. Still one of the top closers in Virginia Beach.
The company.
At a company, I'll put it like that. All right, we'll do that in the company.
Yeah, man.
I think I'm third in the company right now. Mm-hmm. I think tied for second, actually.
Yeah. We're looking at net, too, so you're the top, bro.
Yeah, okay, net. I'm top of the net right now.
Hey, glass hits roof. That's how we get paid.
That's all it is. Glass hits roof, definitely.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you for coming on, man. Like we said, this is episode 3. I want to say... first person that's primarily in the Virginia Beach office, but I know you just got back from South Carolina. How was that trip?
Oh man, it was crazy. Shout out to my dog Kelsey.
Yeah,
shout out to my dog Kelsey. Shout out to my dog James. Those are both those my best friends. Yeah, man, I can't tell you, like it was phenomenal just being down there. Mm-hmm. Kelsey asked me to come down there and help out with the office. Like it was crazy. I was playing basketball one night and then I got the call to say, "Hey, we need you down there." Mm-hmm. That next day I left. So
really? Pack your bags and go, man.
Yeah,
you went to Columbia, right?
Yeah, I went to Columbia first, and what's crazy is that James added me to the schedule like when I was in the car driving in the middle of the night, and he told me, he said, "Bro, you have 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, no, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning." I said, "All right, cool." And woke up, went straight to the appointment. Next thing you know, I'm in the house of the homeowner. And
made it happen,
bro. Yeah.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Well, I know we've had a few people on the podcast so far. We've had Mike and Ed Walls, just absolute kings of what they do, obviously. I want to know a little more about you, and I don't think we've had enough time to really talk about it, but how was, let's go back a little bit, obviously, and just kind of, I want to figure out how you got to the point where you are today.
Okay.
How was life like growing up? Were you competitive? Were you in sports? And is that kind of what brought you to kind of be one of the top people in this company right now?
I'm not gonna lie, man. Like my life as a kid, so I grew up in a competitive household, mm-hmm. right? My family's a basketball family.
Okay. You have siblings?
Yeah. So I have siblings. I have cousins. We all play basketball. Mm-hmm. I know some people in the office know this, but my cousin's Alonzo Mourning.
Really?
Yeah, from Miami Heat. That's my cousin. Yeah.
You don't even got to work here.
Nah, it's not like that. I promise you, it's not like that. It's not like that. But nah, he looks out on. He's fam, and he does a lot for us, right? As a kid, so growing up, being around like basketball and being put in that atmosphere and learning how to play the game from my uncles and him was a blessing. So the cool thing is that I really got to see exactly how that competitive side of basketball really was, and playing sports all my life. I played basketball, played baseball, played football. Those 3 sports. Yeah, I played all 3, right? But basketball was the one that stuck with me the most. I'll put it like that. I was good at baseball too. I was a lefty pitcher. Left-handed. So
You're left-handed?
Yeah, I'm left-handed.
Hey, me too, man.
Okay, all right.
Great minds think alike. Let's go, dude.
So, man, I can't tell you, bro. Like, just playing ball. Then I played ball in school, mm-hmm. High school. And then I ended up going to Minnesota Crookston, which is a college out in Minnesota.
Okay.
I played out there, and I played ball in college. So I played competitively all my life, and it was, like I said, man, it was a blessing. Then went down to North Carolina, and came back to Virginia. Mm-hmm. Still playing basketball to this day. So like basketball has always been in me, right? Yeah. It's always been in my heart. And being that, just being competitive about, playing ball, It's just always been there.
Okay.
So, coming into the Ion and it's sales, right? It's competitive.
Ultra competitive,
yeah, it's competitive. Like it's really
yeah.
competitive. Like you're going against people in your own office, but it's healthy competition.
Yes.
That's what it's all is. Sometimes.
Most of the time.
You're trying to get healthy competition, right?
Yeah.
Well, you have other offices. We're definitely trying to, we're trying to be.
It's East Coast versus West Coast.
East Coast versus West Coast. Like now, we're trying to be who? Portland.
Yep.
Yeah.
Portland's got some killers, man.
Portland got some killers right now.
Yeah.
I think his name is Rivero.
Anthony Rivero.
I had a talk with him.
Yeah, he's awesome, man.
Me and him kept going back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
And he reached out to me, matter of fact, by text message and was like, hey, you're out there killing it, bro. Like, I'm trying to keep up with you. And I said, nah, man, I'm trying to keep up with you.
Yeah.
But, that's the cool thing about Ion, man. It just brings so much competitive nature to it, to where, like, it makes you, like, want to be the best.
Yeah.
It brings that dog out in you. And it's like, if you have it or you don't have it, right?
I want to branch off of that, right? What do you mean by, like, have it or don't have it? Because I know there's a lot of people that come in here. We kind of briefed on this before, but people think it's easy, right? Which it is easy once you get good at it, but it's that level that you have to acquire in a sense. You got to level up, right? What does it mean to level up for you?
Shoot, level up to me is like this, man. I had this thing where I say to myself every single year, like when on my birthday, I always look at like, what did I do different, right?
Yeah.
Like, and what did I do that's better than this year? Or I'm sorry, what did I do last year, and it's gonna be better for this year, right? And I look back and I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna do this better than I did, last year, 2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
And I'm always climbing the ladder. Yeah, pros and cons. And I'm always climbing the ladder of success.
Yeah.
That's how I look at my life, right? My mom taught me that. My dad taught me that. Mm-hmm. I have siblings who raised the bar, and I'm just trying to keep up with them. Like my older brother, he works in a competitive nature as well, in a different company. So I look at him and I'm like, man, like I'm trying to do exactly what he's doing, right? I look at Kelsey, same thing, right?
He's climbing the ranks.
Yeah, he's climbing the ranks, man. And when I look at him, I'm like, I'm trying to be just like him, right?
And he's overcame a lot of adversity.
Bro, so much adversity is crazy.
And getting to where he's at now, man. He's just a dog.
It's crazy. And he uses that. It's crazy how someone can use like the stutter bit, like that, like just that right there, and using it in a way and fuel it in the house. And I've seen people will laugh with him about that, and they'll love him more just for him claiming it and accepting it and owning it, right?
Yeah.
Instead of trying to hide it. So I thought that's pretty cool.
That's a huge part of sales, dude. It's like, they say to like put on that, face per se, but it's just about being genuine. I've noticed like with the top performers here we have at Ion, you get in the house and you're genuinely genuine, right? And I think that's what separates you, Kelsey, and a lot of others within this team, is that you guys just say it how it is, right? You're not putting on a smile when you're having a bad day, but you also know when you got to do that, you got to do that, right? So like continuing to push forward, obviously. How do you like balance your work and personal life? Because I know with even with me personally, it's hard, tough, man. We got the Teslas that drive itself, which is nice. That takes a lot of load off. But when it comes down to it, you have appointments sometimes, at least in the Peninsula office, we have appointments from 9:30 in the morning all the way to 7:30 at night, right? Yeah. And you could either have a huge gap or you can be book to book to book, right? So how do you kind of balance everything, man? I'm curious.
Man, it just takes a lot of just like. It takes a village, right?
Yeah.
And my village is my parents.
Okay.
I'm a single father.
Yeah.
So I have a son. He's 6 years old. He's like my pride and my joy. Mm-hmm. Like he's everything to me, right? Mm-hmm. You look at him. He's like my twin. At the end of the day.
You got him out on doors here?
Yeah. No, I haven't got him on doors. Yeah. I took him to an appointment one time before.
It's coming,
right?
man.
I took him to an appointment one time, and he was just sitting there just what is happening, right? And he was watching me close the deal.
You got it done?
Yeah, I got it done right in front of him. It was kind of crazy because even the homeowner was like a little startled, you got your kid here with you? Right. But nah, man, like my parents, they helped me out a lot. They helped me out so much. And then I have a good relationship with my son's mom too. We've known each other for a very long time. Yeah. So it's really easy for us to be able to hey, listen, I need you for this moment. Mm-hmm. And even she does the same thing as well, right? So it takes a village. It takes everybody to be able to work together. But, you know, when it comes down to work, man, I make things happen. Like, if I have to be here, I figure things out. Like, I take the time and be like, all right, look, cool. Like, and I got disappointment at this time. All right, now I have, you know, it can be a relationship or it can be, you know, my son. I will take the time out to be able to figure out those things. Trust me, I've never, like, when the first 2 years, I was bad at it. I was so bad at it.
Me
like
too.
time management was so bad for me. Yeah.
You just kind of get out. You wake up in the morning. You're like, okay, I got to do this, right?
Yeah.
But planning the night before, is that something you do?
Yeah. So I do a lot of planning the night before. I figure out what because when the schedule comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
whatever,
the schedule
whatever
comes out,
time it comes
and
out.
whatever time it comes out, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, right? So, but the cool thing is, I think is like the way that I just go about it, and I just really figure out like, all right, cool. I got to get this done, right? And, you know, I take care of my responsibilities the way it's supposed to. At the end of the day, it's my work and my son. Like, everybody knows, all my friends know, right, that my job is everything to me, right? And my son is everything to me. And family. Like, those three things are legit what I'm doing, right? And I have extra, like, you know, I have activities outside. Playing golf and playing basketball.
I was gonna say basketball. It's gotta be.
Basketball and golf. Like, it's my two things I go to. Golf is really heavy for me right now. I love it.
I'm trying to pivot into that as well.
Bro, I'm telling you gotta get into it.
The solar bros doing golf, man.
You gotta get into it, bro.
Where do y'all go typically?
Shoot, man. Like, we go everywhere. Like,
you been to Golden Horseshoe?
Yeah, been to Golden Horseshoe. I've been to New Kent. We've been to.
Still knock doors up there without a permit.
I know, right? It's crazy. You gotta be.
They're
insane in New Kent about it. You get caught, you're done. You're done.
Get a permit.
So I'll tell you right now, South Carolina. Was in South Carolina golfing too.
With Asia and Ricky, I know they get down out there too.
Yeah, it was funny. In fact, we had a scramble tournament.
Yeah,
so it was me, Ricky versus James, Kelsey. You know, you had
Brando B.
No, not Brando B. You had Tyler Elmer and Bobby. The new DM for Charleston. So it was an 8-man tournament, right? So it was fun. And that's what it's all about, man. We just getting out there, just having a great time, but we've been competitive too.
You do 18?
Oh yeah, we do all 18. All 18, bro. I never do 9, bro.
I'm gonna have to get up with you, dude.
Yeah,
that
man,
sounds
you gotta
awesome.
get up with me, bro. Because I'll go in the morning.
You do that like on weekends or?
Shoot, I'll do it anytime.
Okay.
Like, anytime that my schedule is open for me to go golfing.
Hey, don't tempt me, dude. We'll get to it on a Monday.
I'm telling you right now, but the worst thing you can do is golf and just like, you know, like, Jordan is going to kill me if I say this right here, which I don't care. But I will, last year I had the problem of golfing so much that I would sell a deal, sell another deal, and then give up a lead to somebody else who needs a lead right for the day, and just for me to go play golf.
That's being selfless, you know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I get where you're coming from.
They don't want me to do that.
Yeah. Don't get Alex down here. I heard Alex is an absolute dog.
Bro, Alex is a dog.
Yeah, Alex Cherry.
I went against Alex 1-on-1 at Top Golf, and he just.
Yeah, man. I didn't even want to go near his game. I'm like, I'm not touching that.
Yeah, man, he's a dog when it comes down to it.
Yeah, I know we just opened up Maryland too. Do you plan on having any sort of role there?
Yeah, so I actually got a couple of opportunities for Maryland, and Maryland is a target,
huge
bro.
market.
It's a huge market right now. I have like so many people that hit me up and like, hey, listen, like, you know, like, we're ready, right? Whenever you're ready. And I just got my license. License from Maryland. Yeah. So I found out that I needed one from Seth. He told me in Mexico.
Yeah.
And I said, man, okay, cool. And I forgot to apply for the license, and I had someone that wanted to go solar, and it was ready to go, and I got him approved and everything, and then guess what happened? I got stipped by light reach and good lead.
Oh, does it go through like reach out?
So you need an actual license.
Okay.
So you need a
just
license.
Like a permit card, like
a permit card, and it has a number.
Okay.
And it's your actual license number. So I had to give it to Brandon Hawkins.
Wow.
Yeah, so I had to give it to Brandon Hawkins, my man B. So
rest in peace, man.
So
that's all right. Yeah, I think they're paying like 30 cents a kilowatt up there, aren't they?
Bro, it's crazy. They're paying, so the average price per kilowatt in Maryland is around like the lowest one I saw was like 24 cents per kilowatt.
Huge.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I feel like that's kind of where Virginia's pivoting right now. I love the pen, dude. We don't have any competition because we're the only debt-free solar company in the country, right? And we're not running into many people. But whenever I go into a house, I've noticed, like when I started doing solar, I think it was like 4 years ago now, or whatever range that was. The price per kilowatt was like 12 cents.
Yeah.
We'd see like 11, 12, even lower than that, 10 cents sometimes in the high tens. The one I was in yesterday, last night, 18.8 cents per kilowatt. Insane, dude. It's jumping right now because people don't even realize that these data centers are sucking up the power.
People have no idea.
They have no idea. Do you ever talk about data centers, like in the house?
So in the house, I don't really talk about data centers.
Okay.
I'll let them.
They're not so like big in Virginia Beach as they are.
No, they are.
North.
They're in Virginia. They're in Virginia Beach as well.
Really?
Yeah, they're coming to Virginia Beach. Amazon is bringing data centers as well.
That's crazy, dude.
So I have a friend that actually is an engineer over at the hub over in Suffolk. And he was selling
for Amazon.
Yeah, for Amazon.
Okay.
You know where the Amazon hub is in
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that big warehouse is
huge. Huge, man.
So he was telling me, he said that they're at building 2 that's coming to actual. They're not big, but there's
something.
There's still a small data center, right?
Yeah.
Just for that warehouse, and he was just telling me he already know power is going to be ridiculous, right? And the thing about it is a lot of people just don't understand. When I'm in the house talking to people about solar and understand, like telling them about like why the rates are going up, people just like, they look at me like I don't believe this.
Yeah.
And when I show them the articles,
show them the data, dude.
They see it, they're like, wow, you're right. And then when I break down that price per kilowatt, how much you're paying that month, and then I divide it, right? Yes. So far as with the usage right there, it gives me that, right?
Exactly.
Like,
this is off your bill,
this
right?
Is off your bill.
Yeah.
And then
exactly what I do, man.
I have that database of the EIA of showing you every single state throughout the entire U.S. That's basically giving you all the price per kilowatts. And then you're at 28 cents per kilowatt. And then right here it says 15 cents per kilowatt. Hey, Mr. Homeowner, that's the average right there, bro. Like, what are you talking about? This is your bill right here.
That was from last year before they just did the rate hike in January. So.
And then, bro, it's like a flip of a switch.
And
that's how I get up every single time. And then the conversation is all about building rapport. Bro. Like, that's what I tell people all the time.
Trust.
Like, it's trust. And I tell, like, you were earlier, you were talking about like how you just being so different, right? How everyone's so different. And what makes me so different in the house is I'm a chameleon.
Okay.
So I can adapt to anybody. It can be black, white, Indian, Asian. It can be Native American.
Red, orange, blue.
Be red, orange, blue, green. I'm telling you, I'm gonna find something, some kind of common like interest that we have, right? And I will get you to talk so much about it, and then I will literally throw out, just a little bit more of a interest and keep throwing them more about how I adapt as well with it as well, like how I love it, and I have you talking days about it, and we'll talk so much about your interest that you'll forget about solar, and you forget about your objections, and you forget about why I'm here, and then you just made a friend, and then guess what you'll do? You'll tell me to stop, and you'll say, Justin, I'm so sorry. Let's get back to this real quick. I really want to know how this works. And it's like, bro, that trust right there, that's what happened.
People buy from people they like, man. That is the biggest thing.
People ask me all the time, like, Justin, what is your sauce? I'm like, bro, I just know how to break things down to homeowners the right way, right? I know how to explain the process. I know how to get them engaged. But the most thing important is I don't come in the house and I don't just spit off about solar. I don't do that. Like, I tell people that's where you mess up all the time.
You build immense rapport and then you let them know what's going to happen.
I let them know what's happening. And I don't have to lie to you about who I am. I tell you, people know about, bro, I'm telling you, almost over 600, 700, 800 houses I've been to, right? Like, everybody knows about my life. Everybody knows about my life.
And that's okay, right?
And that's okay. I'm fine with it. I have nothing to hide about my life, right? Now, it's either they love it, they don't love it, but I could tell if you don't love it.
I mean, it looks like at a 90% close rate, most people like it. So
I try, man. I try.
I mean, you just throw down for the setters, man. I think that's one thing we have here at Ion that no other company does. We really care about our setters.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They're just killers, man. And they go out in the hot, the cold, rain, snow, sleet, hail, whatever it might be. and they throw down for us. And then, it's the I fight for you, you fight for me mindset, right? So instead of saying you fight for me, I fight for you, you got to reverse that. So you got to fight for the other person before they're going to fight for you.
Correct.
And that's something that I've learned so much about, like what you do. You really fight for these guys. And when it comes down to getting into the house, are you typically like the type of person that's more analytical, or it sounds like more rapport than anything, but kind of what's your process? Like when you get in the house, do you immediately build rapport, or do you go straight into like an intent statement? What's kind of your process?
So like if I'm like coming in the house, right?
Yeah. Let's say you're sitting down with me.
So I'm sitting down with you and I'm like, hey, what's going on, Matt? I'm Justin Ion Solar, man. Nice to meet you.
You're here to sell me solar.
Yeah. So I'm like, hey, you're here to my solar. Hey, guess what, man? Honestly, like if someone hits me with that question automatically, I just tell them, look, bro, at the end of the day, I'm just here to see if your house qualifies for this program. That's it. That's all I'm here for, to help you save money. Yeah. You love saving money, right?
I do.
All right, cool, great. And then I'm gonna ask questions, and I'm gonna take it away to where I'm gonna ask questions about what's going on in your house.
Yeah.
And then I'll ask questions about basically like, okay, cool. So where are you from?
Yeah.
All right. And then I'm like, oh, cool. You're in the military? Oh, God. Yeah. Where'd you come from? Oh, Texas? Man, cool. Or about my cousin's in Texas.
Yeah.
He actually
that commonality, dude. That's what gets it every time, dude.
And you see how I just got away from like asking all those questions?
Yes.
Right?
I forgot about the objection.
Forgot about the objection, all the questions.
And
then I'm just going on and I'm doing it. I'm knocking it out of the park. Like, okay, cool, great. All right, cool. You've been living here for how long? Oh, about a year or two? Yeah. Okay, how you like the house? It's great. It's beautiful. Man, cool. You like the area?
Nah, I don't know, man. I when I get orders, I'm moving.
Moving?
That's sort of objection we get quite a bit.
All the time, yeah. That's not a problem. That's great, man. We find a lot of homeowners in this area. Guess what? They're all military. Yeah. Most of the people I sit with, guess what? They're military. Yeah. So a lot of them, they love this program because why? It's a program they can just save money in a short term. They understand exactly what they're doing, right? Yeah. I'm pretty sure you want to save money. Yeah. Everybody wants to. Yeah. That's the whole goal. Right? Yeah. And then I just go on and say like, hey, but have you been around like different places in Virginia? Have you explored Virginia yet?
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. What's your favorite restaurant?
Oh, Schlesinger's, man.
Where?
Schlesinger's.
Oh, I've never been there before. What is that?
Steakhouse.
Steakhouse. Oh, gotcha.
Commonality with another steakhouse.
Yeah.
You been to Rivers then?
Yeah. Been to Rivers, right? Yeah. The casino. Boom.
Yeah.
That's how it is, man. Once you build that common interest and that knowledge of like, like this person like is just like me, right? And I'm gonna ask you if you're tall, I'm gonna ask you to play sports. Yeah. I'm gonna ask you to play football, basketball, cool. Yeah. And then I'm gonna ask you about what's your favorite team. Yeah. I'm gonna ask you pretty much more like, okay, cool. You play video games. Yeah. We're gonna find something, and I'm gonna dig for it, and I'm gonna keep digging for it. Mm-hmm. And once I find it, I'm running with it.
And then when they start talking about it more than other stuff, that's when you got to deal.
I got you.
Every time.
I got you. Every time. I got you hooked like this. Yeah. I got you hooked like this. And you know what's crazy? Yeah. Like a lot of people ask me like, Justin, do you like turn off closing like when you leave people's houses? Yeah. Like, when you go back to your like family, I'm like 100%.
Yeah. You have to, dude.
100%.
You have to, and it's hard. It's hard to sometimes. Like you work all day long, and all of a sudden. You get in the car, you're driving home, whether it's, I don't know how big the market is down here in Virginia Beach, but I'm sure it's huge.
It's huge,
sometimes might drive an hour home.
Yeah.
Right? And that's super common. Like, that's when, like, burnout hits for some. How do you prevent yourself from burning out?
Man.
Do you feel like that's a real thing? Because I talked to Lori, she was like, there's no such thing as burnout. And,
what? Lori said that? Hester?
Well, there's some cases
up in Richmond, right?
Yeah, because she said you just got to keep going, right? And that's something I agree with in a sense. So I in a sense I agree with her. But what do you think about burnout?
Burnout, man. I'll be honest with you, bro. Yeah. Like, I know a lot of people see me just kill it throughout the entire year. Yeah. And then when it comes down to November and December, that's where I'm like, all right, I'm checking out. Yeah, I turn off.
Turn off the mic, man.
I turn off because I'm big on family.
Yeah, like right? Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's.
I'm big on both of those, right? Yeah. And I love my family. I love my family time. I love when my family comes to town. We I'm talking about like 30, 40 people in a house. Yeah. And we spend almost 2 weeks together of just like celebrating, just like, just time with each other. Yeah. And having fun. Yeah. And then Christmas turns around. I have like my family does a lot of traditions as well.
And you got a 6-year-old, right?
And I got a 6-year-old,
Yeah.
man. Like, and at the end of the day, it's like, all right, cool. I bust my butt from January all the way to October, and a little bit in November, right?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm still gonna show
You're
up.
still working,
I'm still
but
gonna work.
it's not full Justin,
Yeah, it's
right?
not full Justin. You're not
Yeah.
getting full Justin.
Yeah.
If I get in the house, great. We're doing
Yeah.
it. All right, cool. We're here. What's funny? This past Christmas, right? The 20 days of Christmas.
Yeah, that was insane.
I just did what I did, right?
Yeah.
And I checked out, right? I was like, all right, I'm done. I told Jordan I was done.
Yeah.
I was like, Jordan,
you need a break.
I'm over it.
Right?
I'm over this break.
That's
I was
fine.
ready for Mexico.
Yeah.
And Jordan was like, all right. He was like, well, he was like, yeah. He was just like, I mean, you're killing it. I don't understand. What do you mean? I said, I'm just ready to for this year to be over with. And then I think it was like after we got back from Mexico.
It was, where was it again? It was Porto.
It was in Puerto Vallarta.
Yeah, something like that.
Vallarta? Yeah,
I
can't pronounce it. Yeah, it's like where that whole issue just happened in Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
Where
Okay.
they killed that guy. Yeah. So, next thing you know, man, I get the Switch.
Yeah,
I
got that
gifts.
too.
You got a Switch? Okay.
You got the pizza
I got the
oven?
pizza oven.
I didn't get my pizza
You
oven.
get a pizza oven yet? Yeah,
you know what?
Jordan.
I'm coming after you guys.
Yeah, you're gonna come out to Jordan.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I don't cook. My wife does.
Okay.
She does all that stuff.
Hey man,
Yeah.
that pizza oven looks fire.
Is it like, how tall is it?
Bro, it's like it's not tall. It's
like a miniature pizza oven.
It's a miniature pizza oven. I'm trying to find something in here that looks about as tall as it.
Yeah.
It's basically like about this tall.
Okay.
Like from here to the ground,
Yeah.
like from the table.
Yeah.
About that tall. And then you slip the pizza in there, and it's crazy. You can add a gas line to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, I know. Like, there's so many other companies in this industry, man, and we I guess you guys probably compete with quite a few in Virginia Beach sometimes, at least.
All the time.
Corporate leads especially, but. What kind of makes Ion different for you? Is it the just the company's operations overall, the fact that we do everything in house, the incentives on the back end, the bonuses we get, or the pay in general, or like what do you think? Why are you at Ion versus Billy Bob Solar?
Billy Bob
Solar, trucking a truck.
I think it's one of the things that's where, man, like I got told a homeowner last night when I was in South Carolina before I came home.
Yeah.
When I was closing them, I said, because he asked me, he said, what makes Ion so different?
Yeah.
And I said, honestly, it's the culture, right?
The culture.
For me,
dude.
it's the culture. Yeah. Like all my friends are Ion.
Yeah.
Like my closest friends are Ion.
Yeah.
That I engage with every single day, they're at Ion.
Yeah.
They've helped me to be a better person.
Yeah.
And then help
party
me grow.
Friends are gone now.
Yeah, all the party friends are gone. Now I have my day one friends,
of course,
right, that are in different states.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to people like here with me and rocking it out with me and teaching me how to be successfve, it's like, man.
It's people that want to grow.
It's people want to grow with you, bro. That's all
It's not people that are stagnant.
Exactly.
And we're not. I've noticed like we're not at a 9 to 5 where we're seeing somebody that makes $1 more an hour and we pray and hope and dream. This is 100% commission, you know. And when you have when you have, Brandon Long, you got Maxim, you got all these absolute dogs down in VB. You're always competing for the most. Yeah. And, your network is your net worth.
Your network's your network.
Yeah.
And, I mean, culture is, like I said, culture is one of them. And then, going back to it as well, to me, like, Ion has the ability to do anything they want to do. Yeah. And that's the thing about it, right? Yeah. Being with a company that is just so successful and makes you successful.
Yeah.
And I could tell a homeowner, like, listen, like, you're not going to walk down the street and pick out 5 different companies. You're going to walk down the street and see the same company on 10 different houses. The same company, right? It's the same one. You can walk down the street and see 90% of just Ion Solar. You have one off, and that's it.
Yeah.
And that's all it is. And I said the reason why that one off happens is because you have someone who just wasn't educated the right way, and we missed them. It happens. We can't get everybody. Yeah. And I tell people all the time, and I say, would you rather? And I always tell people, would you rather work with someone that's in house, right? That does no third party. Yeah. And no third party. Cheap equipment doesn't even exist in our nature, right?
Tier 1.
Like it's all tier 1. Everything is tier 1, right? Yeah. And we do things the right way. That's why I always talk about it. Like we do things the right way. We go about helping homeowners the right way. It's a construction job. Yeah. Things are bound to happen. But one thing about it is that Ion's going to do what?
Exactly.
They're going to be there to make up for it.
It's never about the problem. It's about how you fix it.
How you fix it.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
When you go to your favorite restaurant, right?
You might mess up.
Yeah, there's not going to be, everyone's not going to love the food.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have 1 or 2 people. But if you have 90% or 80% of everyone loving the food, hey, you got yourself a deal right there.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's how I look at it, man. That's the reason why I'm here. That's the reason why I could never find myself going to another company. I just could not. Yeah. I couldn't do it.
Totally
I would kill
agree.
myself.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would kill myself, man. And I made too many friends, man,
Yeah.
and I know they will like literally like this is for all my friends. I would want them to come up. Yeah, I want them to crucify me. Yeah, exactly. And literally, yeah, exactly. Hold me up for ransom and be like, bro, you're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Right? So I mean, bro, it's love, it's family, and people don't understand. Like I live and breathe solar.
Yeah.
It never sleeps.
I know.
It never is not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Like people keep asking me like, how's the sales? How's this going? Like, how's it working for you this month? And I'm like,
what happened after the ITC went away? You know, like I've been getting that question too. Like, how's Ion doing after the ITC? We pivot.
That's what we did.
Survival of the MF
Kobe Bryant. That's what we did.
Yeah.
Kobe wasn't when Kobe lost the ability to be the most athletic. He still was a top performer, a top scorer. Right? He had to figure out how to change in a different way. He pivoted. He used more of his footwork became like just the absolute best in the NBA. And that's how exactly what Ion did. Yeah. The ITC was the greatest thing for us. That was our prime, right?
I remember talking to you when we were at the pickleball.
It was at the pickleball, and I was telling you, I was like, yo, these PPAs, bro.
It was kind of scary for a second.
Scary,
that was right when I got back. So that was like 2 months after I got back to Ion, and I'm loving it here, right? I'm definitely healing and making millions, as me and Rich say. Yeah. But when it came down to it, when Jeremy got on that call and was like, kind of broke down how safe harboring works, how our partners are set up, it just gave me so much confidence. And I think that's what really took me to the next level. Because when you go into a house and you have that amount of confidence, whether it's, you or a friend or family that's been installed with Ion, they have a great experience, or you have customers that have been installed and they've had a great experience, it gives you so much confidence, man. And I think that's what new reps lack whenever they come in. They don't have that confidence within the product yet, because you hear so much, right? You hear so much. But how has the pivot for you been from loans to PPAs?
Bro, I realized, from loans to PPA, right? So I tell you, last summer was like the best summer of my life. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't even care. I'm just gonna tell you.
You were throwing down, man.
So I was throwing down.
Oh my God,
bro! I made $41,000 literally in 1 month.
Come on, man.
1 month.
Yes,
the next month I made $30,000. The next month, But between PPAs and loans, and I said to myself, I was like, this right here is crazy. I don't know what's going on.
You ever watch Wolf of Wall Street?
Yes, Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, it's like whoa.
It's like whoa. Like, what in the world just happened?
Yeah,
and then I hit my highest I've ever hit and I made $58,000 in 1 month. Yeah. And bro, I told my parents, I was like, I don't.
What are you gonna do? What else are you gonna do?
What else? Like, what else?
Yeah.
Like, and some of my mom was like, I feel like I'm at the top of the mountain right now.
Yeah. Salesmen can hit their highest highs and their lowest lows in a 24-hour period.
In 24-hour period.
24 hours.
Bro, I've hit my lows. Yeah. I've hit my highs as a setter, as a closer.
Yeah.
Right? And I've seen it and I've been through it. And people talk about the solar coaster, right?
Yeah.
Bro,
it's real, dude.
It's real.
It's real.
I've been one time, like it happens.
Yeah.
I've been to as a top performer before, as right now, I have gone through a week of just getting one deal.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Cool. For instance, I was in South Carolina. Bro, it's a dog eat world out there.
We had talked about that a little bit too.
And a lot of people out there don't know about solar yet.
Yeah.
So it was me fighting and fighting and fighting. I had to go back to the prime Justin of all right, cool, we fighting to get in this house.
Yeah.
So and then because once I explain this program and have you sitting down, guess what? You're going solar.
Yeah, I guarantee it.
I just need to get in this house. Yeah. Right? That's all I need to do. And I need to get both parties to this table.
That's that confidence.
But bro, making the PPAs and the ITC, and then when I made that shift to the PPAs, bro, all I realized was once they changed the pay plan for us, right, and they were in behind our back, I realized, okay, cool, we have the bonus structure now,
amazing,
and we have these PPAs. It's all
back
about
and better now,
bro. All it is really to win this game. I'm telling you, to win this game is to basically just get in houses, get people to say yes, go on to the next house, climb up on the list, right? And then all you gotta do is just
stay on top of the list. Stay on top of the list.
And then literally, guess what? You're gonna get everything you need out of it, and you're gonna get the 15, the 16, the 20 sales, whatever you want every single month, and then the bonus structure hits. That bonus structure is everything.
You make 6 figures off the bonuses alone. That's not even including your baseline commissions. That's not even including the amount of stuff you could do on the back end as well in terms of referrals, self-gens, whatever it is. It's amazing what this company's done. Bro, and people still question how well we're doing. It doesn't make any sense to me. And I think who was it? Tom. I talked to Tom. I was having that loft dog, man. That guy is the most boiler room, but nicest guys on the planet. I love him.
Yeah, I learned a lot from him.
Yeah. And I was talking to him, and he said, because I was going through that little roller coaster slump, and I was like, dude, what am I going to do? I'm not getting in houses. And he said, Matt, he didn't say this. But in my head, I'm like, F my feelings. Just keep going, dude. Just keep going. And it's not even getting a deal every day. My goal now is just to get 1 deal a day.
Yeah.
Right? And it's not even getting 2 or 3, but that hits. You did 4 in a day, dude.
5.
5?
5 in a day.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. Talk about that, man. Talk about that day.
That was crazy. That was the most crazy. All right, this is what happened. So that morning, it was any regular morning, right?
Yeah.
And I had a 9 o'clock appointment.
Yeah.
8:30 appointment, and I was in Mexico. There was a self-gen that I was trying to close in Mexico. I was trying to close it in Mexico.
Remotely.
Yeah, remotely. At the Airbnb, just, kicking it by the pool.
Yeah.
And we were in Sayulita, and I was on the phone with this guy, answering objections. Mm-hmm. And you can ask Ricky. I was just you can ask Ricky in Asia. I was just walking by the pool, right? Yep. And just and I was like, man. And Ricky was like, did you get him? I was like, I got him, but he just won't commit yet. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with this man. And normally, I get people on pen and paper that same day.
But that was remote.
But that was remote, yeah. It was
in person though, right?
Yeah, okay. So I said, all right, man, you know what? It was a self-gen. I was like, all right, whatever, it's cool, not even a big deal. So I left him alone, right? And he texted me again at the end of Mexico, and he asked me a simple question for his wife, and I shot it to him. And I wasn't even thinking, I just shot the answer to him. Whatever, bro. You got it, bro.
He sold, didn't it?
And then out of nowhere, he actually calls me the day we're coming back from Mexico and said, hey, is there any way that we can set up an appointment tomorrow? And I was like, honestly, I'm getting back from Mexico. I was like, I can't. I was like, do you have any availability? And he was like, well, let's just do, Friday. Yeah. So I said, all right, cool. We can do Friday. And he said, anytime. I was like, all right, perfect. Friday, anytime. So I went to my first appointment. It was this condo out by Rosemount, right?
Is they on the roof?
It was a flat roof. Yeah, they on the roof. It was a flat roof. Yeah. And they on the roof. And I was like, all right, cool. Perfect. So I went in there, military girl. Yeah. Disability, right? And so I'm trying to read her. She's cool. We're having a great conversation. And I'm just like, all right, either and she told me she doesn't work. So when she said she doesn't work, alarms start going off my head. I'm like, all right, what's going on? And then finally,
I want to read a book, but you kind of want to read the book.
Yeah, I want to read the book, but kind of don't. But so then she says to me, honestly, she was like, if this is going to save me money, I would like to see exactly what it looks like. So I said, all right, cool. Get into it. Next thing you know, she sees it. Mm-hmm. Boom, numbers make sense.
It always makes sense.
Always makes sense.
Always.
And out of nowhere, we went to do that solve. Yeah. Boom. I said, oh.
Approved?
Approved.
Oh no, man.
I said, all right, cool. Next thing you know, guess who calls me while I'm in the house? The self-gen.
No.
He calls me. Yeah.
While you were in the house.
While I was in the house.
After she got approved.
After she got approved.
Before docs.
He said yes. He was like, he said, I'm ready. He said, just send me the docs. I said, all right, bet. So next thing you know, I'm doing her docs, and then I go and switch over to him, and I'm sending him docs. So as soon as I do the call pilot with her, right, boom, I walk out of the house. Next thing you know, do three-way
completed.
Three-way phone call, welcome call with him. Next thing you know, boom, we're good, right?
Dude, that is such a rare occurrence. But
it never happened to me before.
But a self-gen.
It was a self-gen.
Dog.
16 kilowatt.
Come on, man.
Yeah, 16 kilowatt. 38 panels,
Stupid.
bro.
Yeah.
38 panels.
How much you make off that one?
That one I made.
If you don't mind.
No, okay. Yeah. That one I made. I think it was 11 grand. Yeah, 11
one
grand.
Deal.
Yeah, no, 12 grand. Cause I took a little by him. I took some off.
Yeah.
Just for him.
Help him out.
Just to help him out.
Of course.
And so I'm in the car like boom. So
top of the world.
You know Brandon B, right? Brandon Bryant. So Brandon, shout out my guy Brandon Bryant. He's a dog too. Out of South Carolina. Yeah, Setter.
He's Colombia, right?
Yeah, he's Colombia. Yeah. And Brando was here before Mexico. And Brando actually booked an appointment. I went to this guy's house 3 times.
Yeah.
He rescheduled on me 3 times. He kept telling me he had a baby. Mind you, this man looks like he's 50 years old. And I'm like, bro, you don't have a baby.
You never know.
And out of nowhere,
go to Florida.
Boom. I go in the house. It's in Campus East by Virginia Wesleyan.
Okay.
So I go across the street, and then what happens? Next thing you know, guess what? He lets me in the house. His wife is there with the baby, and I'm like, oh snap.
Yeah.
So he's like very formal about like how he'll conversation. So I said, oh, this is going to be a good one. I can read a book pretty easily, right?
How do you do that?
It's all about like tonality. It's all about like posture. It's all about I look around the room. I look at the house.
Yeah.
I look at
them in their eyes too.
I look at you in your eyes.
Yeah.
I can see if you're really fooling me or if you're being serious, right? And I can tell. I can tell. Sometimes I may get shocked, right?
Yeah.
It's one or two that like I'm like
they're chameleon too.
Yeah, it's rare.
Yeah.
So he's sitting there and he's just like, man, I'm a DJ, and I'm like, okay, you're a DJ. All right, cool. So we started talking about that, and he said, man, honestly, I always wanted to go solar. I was like, oh snap! All right, it's too good to be true. All right, come on, let's go ahead and bring it out of you. Like I always think of a failed credit when someone says that to me. I always want to go solar, and out of nowhere, he got approved just like that.
Wow,
that's 3. I text Kelsey. Literally, I'm sitting there. I was like, bro,
hat trick city,
hat trick, and before 12 o'clock.
Before 12 o'clock.
Before 12 o'clock. Before 12 o'clock, and then I had 2 more appointments. I had 1 more appointment, right? And that was at 7 o'clock. So I was like, man.
Something midday.
So
you got a same day.
I got a same day.
Oh.
By Elias Santiago. Same
Adam
day.
hit me that from me the other day.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That was crazy. I saw
that. Out
of nowhere.
He dropped that same day 15.4 kilowatt. Went in the house. They loved the idea of solar. Their power bill was $600 a month before. So I said, you pick one because you have to.
Yeah, that's it. Which one you pick?
You pick your poison, right?
Your poison, exactly what it is. So I did that, man, and then Elias said same day, and this guy, I knew what's crazy is I was telling myself, I was like, God, I was like, be honest with you, I was like, there's one of these are going to give me like the hardest, like they're going to give me hell. I already know which
solar gods.
I already know which one is going to be. So I was like, Lord, please. I was like, please, like let me get through this.
Yeah.
Like whoever this person is I'm about to meet, let me just get through them and like do my job the right way. Like help me to like deliver this right.
Yeah.
So I get there. It's this black guy. He's an artist. Elias is in the house, and I'm sitting there looking at Elias. And I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And this guy is talking about his artwork. It says nothing about solar. Like nothing. They doesn't even care about solar. And I'm like, what is going on? New homeowner, but he has a $700 bill. And
when
solar
you see a high bill, murder.
So when that $700 bill, when he showed it to me, I was like, I have to go into this.
Yeah.
Because he kept thinking that, oh man, this is just a $700 bill 1 month. He was like, but it's not gonna be like this for the rest of the year. And I was like, bro, yes it is. It's definitely gonna be like this. And I had to
let me show you why.
And I had to point out every single thing of why it was going to be like that. And finally, we're going through it. And my appointment, right, was for Sam O'Brien. And shout out to Sam. She's a dog too. She's like, I think she's like first. She's tied at first right now for doors knocking. Yeah. And what's crazy is I'm like, yo, like I gotta get out of this house. And I'm like,
I know exactly.
And finally, I'm like getting him there, and I'm like, bro, I need you to sign this document ASAP, bro. Like, come on, like, what are we doing? And finally, he was like, all right, cool. So he kept trying to tell me, his objection was, how's this making me money?
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, like...
How's this making him money? Or
yeah, how's this making him money? And he was like, man, I want to do stuff that's going to make me money in my life. I don't want to do nothing that's not going to make me any money. And I'm like, okay. And I'm listening to him, right? And I'm like, okay, cool. I got to think fast.
Yeah.
And I said to myself, I was like, this is not the ITC anymore. I can't say, hey, listen, I'm getting the SREC program. I can't say that anymore.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, well, guess what? How's this making you more money? All right, cool. You like saving money, right? And he was like, yeah. And I said, okay, cool. Well, if you like saving money, by you saving money, what can you do with that money?
Yeah.
Are you making more money or are you losing money? And he was like, well, I'm making more money. And I said, all right, well, what are you putting that money to?
Yeah.
So I said, you're putting that money to where? He was like, well, into other investments. So that's making you more money, right? And he said, yeah. So I said, all right, well, what kind of investments are you doing?
Yeah.
He said, crypto, and he said, real estate.
Yeah.
And I said, great.
Yeah.
I said, all right, so if I can save you pretty much over $30,000, right? Over 10 years, over the course of 10 years, and you take that 30 grand and you move it somewhere totally different.
With a higher rate.
With a higher APR, right?
Yeah.
So he was like, okay, that makes a lot of sense, Justin. And then boom, head down signs. Boom, boom, boom. And I realized, bro, like closing is all about your words.
Yes.
It's all about your words.
Pace, diction.
Bro, it's
all
of it.
But you can mess up one word and then that's it.
That's it. It's done.
You go through a 2-hour presentation. That's what I miss being a setter, dude. I miss being a full-time setter sometimes.
I don't, bro.
You don't?
I don't miss being a setter, bro.
I gotta say, because you can go to the door, right? You knock on the door, they tell you to get the F off their property, then you go to the next door. Once you leave that driveway, it just wipes it out of your mental, right? So you have so many opportunities, but as a closer, like starting out, dude, it took me 8 appointments before I got my first deal. Then I got the second deal right back to back. It took me a while, and then I was at Chili's with Rose, my wife, and both of them canceled right there.
Ooh.
Brutal, dude. My soul.
When a cancel happens, it's like being choked.
You get that email, it's like on hold or whatever it might be. But, dude, I think, like, was it always like that starting out for you, like closing? I know you've had experience in other things. You've always been ultra competitive. But how was it, like, transitioning from setter to closer?
Setting was easy. All right, setting was real easy.
Why? I gotta ask you that.
Because it was easy for me to just to engage, like, and break preoccupation.
And you went to work.
And and I went to work. I worked hours.
You worked,
Me and Ed Gooding, that's like my aunt. Like, yeah,
the best cook on earth. He's a dog. He's killing it this week too.
Okay. Yeah. Ed is a dog, and Ed basically, man, told me he was just like, he just taught me the game of how to like knock doors.
Yeah.
And when he taught me the game of how to knock doors, I was out there grinding, bro. And I said to myself, I was like, you know what, like, cool, great, I love it. But I'll be honest with you, like, just going from setting to closing, like, setting, it was easy, and then going to transition and closing, it was hard.
Yeah.
It was very hard, and I actually wanted to quit. A lot of people don't know that.
Dude, a lot of people do give up, man.
Don't know that I actually, like, I had troubles getting out of self-gym and knocking my own doors and closing them. I had people literally coming to me and telling me, like, oh, great presentation. We love this.
You're an awesome salesperson.
You're awesome, but we're not doing this. Yeah. And I'd be like, oh, what am I doing? And you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
I had a house, I had a car, I had a son.
You got bills, dude.
I had bills, bro. And I realized, I was like, all right, cool. I can't fail, and I'm not going to fail. I'm not going to fail because I've been successful in all my entire life. And, you know, coming from an engineer, like being an engineer, and I gave up an engineer with a great salary every year to go into 100% commission.
It's scary, man.
It was scary. And it's like, bro, like, nah, I'm not going to do that. I know I could be better. And I just literally, bro, I studied Tom Dedloff, Andy Marlowe. And then I studied Jordan and Kelsey. Yeah. I have Kelsey's pitch.
Yeah.
And I have Chris Morgan's number pitch.
Yeah.
Those two right there, that was all I needed.
Dude, that's a huge thing, right? When people get into closing, they will try to mimic somebody else's pitch. Like, you know, Dwayne's very, you know, empathetic. He basically makes them feel like they have to do it, right? And then other people, you're good. And then it's like, with me, I'm more analytical. I'm like, let's just get to it, because I take a lot of what Tom did. But, you got to take a mixture. It's taking golden nuggets per se from every individual you sit down with, you shadow this and that.
Yeah.
I think that's what you do really well. I see like a hybrid of the entire organization kind of mimicked into one just solid presentation. And you're awesome, man. Well, is there anything else you want to add? Because I think this has been absolutely amazing. I hope a lot of the people that are watching this, you guys get some tools in your belt. Just keep going. Just keep effing going.
Yeah,
dude.
man. That's what life's all about, bro.
Yeah.
Like just just being consistent. That's all it is. Just being consistent and figuring out how can you be better every single day.
Yeah, 1% better.
1% better. That's all I say.
Better.
I wake up every single day, bro.
Yeah.
Like I pray and to ask to be 1% better, and how I can just be better for myself, my family, my job, and my son.
Yeah.
And I hold it very, very like to the heart, and I don't stop. And that's one thing about me. Like I just don't stop. I love having fun. But I love working too. Because working to me is something that I love doing.
If you love what you do, you never work a day in your life.
Exactly, bro.
Awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for coming on, man. I appreciate you, brother. You are an absolute dog. I look forward to continuing to compete with you, man. I really hope this gave a lot of people tools, man. I really hope.
Are you going to New York?
Well, I mean, of course.
Okay.
If I just keep going, but I'm going to Florida next week, so we'll figure it out.
Oh, okay. We'll talk. I got you.
We'll talk
offline. Bro, sitting Knicks watching Brunson.
Oh, it's your thing,
It's
dude.
Brunson and watching Golden State.
Yeah.
Watching Curry at Madison Square. I think Rody got I think he got floor seats for us.
Really?
I think he did. I think he got like close to like either second or third row. Yeah. Close to the floor.
Hey, shout out to Rody, man.
Shout out to Rody, bro.
Ski trip coming soon.
Ski trip. I'm trying to break it. Bro, this girl Emily
Emily
is on my tail, bro.
See, I'm like sweating on the leaderboard right now because I got two of them right now.
She's killing me, bro.
Yeah, but we got such a great organization, man. Tons of offices, full of culture. We're expanding up north. We just got Rhode Island. We got Maryland. We got Connecticut. We're going to continue blowing the hell up, man. 2026 is our year, man. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. This was episode 3, and we will see you guys next time.
Yes, sir.